overtime win, your perspective on the Matt Brown game winner and just how much of a force has he been for your club since joining you guys on Halloween?
Yeah, Matt, he's a gifted hockey player. He's got a great offensive mindset. The speed especially at our level, it's going to be extremely tough to defend. He's had a little bit more, I would say, at least today, more of a shot mentality, and I encourage him to have that thought process. But it was a great play all around. Great play by Tag to get that puck to him. Great patience. So all together, that was a great way to end the game.
The significance of tonight's win following the shutout loss last night, the response your club ties it, you take a lead, Worcester responds, and you go into overtime. And you really commanded the entirety of that extra stanza. Can you share about what you saw your club really show a good grit and a great response following last night's loss?
Yeah, I think that is key. That's what we talked about real quick in the room, the response from the group. The fact that we played so poorly yesterday, we were able to kind of take the mistakes out of yesterday's effort and try to minimize those today. Obviously, it's a game of mistakes that you're gonna have to manage to the best of your abilities, and I thought the guys did a pretty good job of that tonight. And we had contributions from all lines, and our D men were playing well, and obviously Parker played well in net. So, as an entire group, that was a great way to respond.
After tomorrow's game, you're heading out west to play the number one team in the league. How are you going to prepare these guys?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, can't think too far ahead. Obviously, with one game left still, but yeah, Idaho's a great team. They're they've been top of the standings for the last couple of years here. Apart from that, we can't really focus too much on how they play. We just worry about ourselves and how prepared we are.
What are your thoughts on Parker's performance tonight?
Yeah, unbelievable few saves there, and that's something that you need. We've also gotten that from Nolan at times where maybe a situation where more often than not, you're not getting that save. And, on a 2-on-1 pass across, he makes a big glove save. That kind of gives you that little boost or, the kick in the butt of, all right, guys, let's manage the puck. Let's make sure that we're making good decisions here and minimizing these chances against. And, he's very, very competitive. And, it was a great game from him tonight.
The Worcester scored 2 of the 3 goals in the power play, and obviously the one was short after the power play. How did you guys say more disciplined, maybe, per se?
Yeah, discipline is definitely key, especially situations of penalties where, I guess, unforced. One over the glass and then stick penalty away from the play. Those are things that kind of bite you in the butt. So hopefully, a little bit more discipline in that approach, but at the same time, we have to be able to kill those penalties. We've relied on the penalty kill, and we know that they'll be better going forward.
With it being a 3-3 this weekend, what is your priority and message to the guys in the locker room?
I think what we talked about it, especially leading up into game one, was puck management. Managing the puck, minimizing turnovers, because you look at how Worcester was able to play in game one. Anytime we turned the puck over, they had odd man rushes, they had scoring chances. We limited those tonight a little bit more. So I think that's definitely key. Manage the puck, put ourselves in situations where you're playing offense, it kind of feels like you have a little bit more energy. And then when you have to back check and when you have to defend, that makes things a little bit more strenuous. So minimize those moments for sure. Managing the puck is definitely going to be key.
You talk about big starts going into the series, and how would you feel tonight's start compared to yesterday's?
Yeah, maybe even yesterday's first couple shifts were okay. And then today, seen a little bit more urgency, a little more physicality. You take an early penalty when it is physical. That's something you can kind of deal with. But that approach, I think the guys were ready to compete, ready to battle, and hopefully we can have a similar start for tomorrow.
Second overtime game-winning goal here last week and a half. How did this one feel doing it in front of the home crowd tonight?
It was awesome. I didn't realize how packed the building was until I really looked up after I scored that. Like, it just adrenaline rushes over you. It's really exciting, especially in front of your home crowd. So it was awesome for us to get that win, and it was awesome to do it in front of them.
And delivering the game winner in a response game following last night, Coach, I mentioned just a poor effort tonight, much different. Able to grind out in overtime. How big of a win was this for your team?
It was huge, especially with them being right ahead of us in the standings. I think yesterday, just a combination of being rusty over break, guys not mentally there, but we got it out of our system. We showed up today. I thought today was a much better effort.
Do you feel like it's a slight monkey off your back in a way?
I wouldn't say so. I don't think so.
What goes through your head after you score the game-winning goal, especially with it being overtime?
It's just excitement, honestly. It's joy, it's excitement. That's the type of feeling that you play the game for, honestly.
I'm going to pose the same question I kind of posed to Coach.
Mm-hmm.
After tomorrow, you guys head out west to Idaho, who they are the number one team in the ACHL. How are you as a player going to prepare yourself to kind of play that game?
I think it's no different than playing any other team. We'll do our pre-scout, get our reps in practice, prepare the same way. We're a good team. We're better than our record shows, and I think that that's a great opportunity for us to kind of send a message to the rest of the league and show that we're going to have a good second half.
A three-point night for you, and also not only just a game winner, but a great connection with Tag Bertuzzi. Can you share about the play development? You pick up speed. You know it's going to be a 2-on-1 when you handle the puck, and the connection with Tag. A selfless play from him, and you're the beneficiary of it.
Yeah, I got a good breakout pass. I'm not sure who threw it up to me. Honestly, I don't really remember, but
Wide shot, actually. Worcester just gave it up.
did they give it
Yeah,
up?
Shot went out to...
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So, oh, you're right. I picked it up. I saw the D-man was going to step on me. I was able to get it past him before he could. And then Tag made a great play, getting it through two guys to me, and I was able to find space, find some room in the net, and put it in.
You want to talk about also the great defensive play you made on the Apache breakaway?
Yeah, I don't think I've been that gassed in a while. I got back to the bench. I was sucking air for a couple minutes, but I was able to catch him and get a stick on that back check, thankfully. I think Parker would have saved it anyway. He was there. He played a great game tonight.
Speaking of Parker, as a skater, what's your thoughts on your goalie's performance tonight?
I thought he was unbelievable. I think there were a couple plays that led to goals that were on the skaters on the ice, not on him. I mean, as a goalie, you want to stop everything. It's not always going to go that way. And they were goals that could have been prevented earlier in the sequence, but he made a lot of saves he probably shouldn't have or wasn't expected to, and he had a good game. Our goalies have been great all year.